Wisdom isn't something that simply arrives with the passing of years. It must be deliberately cultivated. It's born from the fires of introspection, hard-earned lessons, and the courage to examine one's own shortcomings without flinching. For the Sigma male, this wisdom becomes a quiet force, distinct from the loud, performative confidence often mistaken for strength. His power lies not in seeking validation from others, but in an unwavering reliance on his internal compass. A compass shaped by years of solitude, mistakes, victories, and an unrelenting desire to understand the truth of his own nature. As the Sigma male grows older, his insights take on a grounded authenticity. He speaks not to impress, but to reveal. His advice is concise, stripped of any sugarcoating, and rooted in the realities of life. Pain, consequence, growth, and discipline. There's a kind of gravity in his words, not because they're dramatic, but because they stem from lived experience. This authenticity makes his voice one worth listening to, especially for younger men navigating a noisy, often misleading world. In this video, we delve into 8 powerful lessons that define the mature Sigma mindset. These aren't abstract philosophies or motivational sound bites. They're survival tools, forged in real-life struggles. Each principle offers a blueprint for building character, maintaining freedom, and walking the path of a man who values integrity over popularity and inner peace over external noise. For any man seeking to rise above the chaos of conformity, these lessons could very well be the difference between a wasted life and a fulfilling one. 1. Never sacrifice self-respect for short-term gains. In the early stages of life, it's easy to fall for the glitter of quick rewards, money, recognition, validation from peers, or climbing social ladders. Many young men find themselves compromising their core values in pursuit of these fleeting achievements. But the Sigma male, often through harsh lessons and moments of deep regret, comes to understand a fundamental truth. Any gain that demands a sacrifice of self-respect is a hollow victory. Whether it's laughing off an insult to maintain peace, lying to protect someone else's image, or keeping silent when he knows the truth, each act of self-betrayal chips away at something far more valuable than status or comfort. For the Sigma, walking away from such situations isn't seen as defeat. It's a declaration of inner strength. When faced with manipulation, disrespect, or ethical compromise, he draws a clear line in the sand. His refusal to bend sends a powerful message. His integrity is not for sale. This consistent stance, though it may isolate him in the short term, actually becomes a magnet for genuine respect and long-term opportunity. Over time, this hard-earned principle teaches the Sigma male that leverage in life doesn't come from playing the game better. It comes from refusing to play a dishonest one at all. 2. Anger is a double tax on your time and energy. Anger, while deeply human, is one of the most expensive emotions a man can indulge in. For the Sigma male, it's more than just an emotional spike. It's a thief of time, energy, and clarity. The initial surge of fury may feel like a righteous fire, but often burns more than just its target. It disrupts focus, clouds judgment, and leads to decisions that create long-term setbacks. Physically and mentally, anger drains a man, leaving behind stress, regret, and missed opportunities. The Sigma understands that holding on to anger is like paying interest on a debt that yields no return. So instead of stewing in resentment, he treats anger as a signal, an internal alert that something is misaligned or needs attention. Rather than react impulsively, he steps back and asks himself 2 pivotal questions. Can I fix this? And should I let it go? If action can correct the issue, he moves swiftly with clarity. If not, he releases emotional weight, refusing to carry what he cannot control. This emotional discipline allows him to stay sharp, calm, and focused, investing his energy in building progress, not fueling grudges. 3. Admitting I don't know is a first step to mastery. In a world obsessed with image and ego, pretending to know everything is a common trap, especially for younger men trying to prove their worth. Yet, the Sigma male sees through this illusion. He understands that false confidence may win a moment's respect, but often leads to deeper mistakes and lost opportunities. Pretending to understand complex topics, giving uninformed opinions, or bluffing through challenges only serves the ego, not growth. Instead, the Sigma embraces the power of humility. When he doesn't know something, he says it plainly. I don't know. This simple admission, far from being a weakness, becomes a doorway to real learning. It invites wisdom, guidance, and connection with those more experienced. It prevents missteps that come from acting on faulty assumptions. Over time, this approach sharpens his skills and deepens his expertise, making him far more competent than those who rely on empty bravado. Because he only speaks with certainty, people learn to trust his words, making his silence more valuable than others' noise. 4. Avoid debating those who thrive on chaos. There's a critical distinction between a meaningful discussion and a chaotic argument. The Sigma male learns to identify this line quickly. Not everyone argues to uncover truth or reach understanding. Some argue simply to stir the pot. These individuals are emotional arsonists. They twist logic, distort words, shift the goalposts, and thrive on the emotional mess they create. Their goal isn't clarity. It's control through confusion. The Sigma male sees this dynamic for what it is and chooses not to participate. His silence in such moments isn't cowardice or defeat. It's a calculated refusal to be baited into draining, fruitless exchanges. He understands that every minute spent engaging with chaos is a minute stolen from progress, peace, and purpose. By stepping away, he stars the fire of attention, regains control of the moment, and maintains his composure. In doing so, he turns away from petty distractions and focuses his energy where it can truly make an impact. 5. Leave things better than you found them. One of the quiet but powerful codes a Sigma male lives by is to always leave his environment, whether physical, professional, or emotional, in a better state than he found it. This isn't about grand gestures or public recognition. It's about taking responsibility, even in the smallest moments. He cleans up a shared space after using it, organizes a project so others can easily continue it, and ensures that his presence adds value rather than chaos. This mindset carries over into relationships. The Sigma male doesn't gossip or manipulate. He respects confidentiality, communicates with clarity, and adds thoughtful insight instead of empty noise. He avoids leaving emotional messes behind. Over time, these consistent actions earn him a reputation that precedes him. People trust him, rely on him, and remember him, not because he seeks praise, but because his reliability speaks louder than words. More than anything, this principle reflects a disciplined life. A man who honors the spaces he occupies is a man who also masters his own. 6. Financial and legal literacy is non-negotiable. In a world where even a single misstep in finances or legal matters can ruin years of hard work, the Sigma male knows that ignorance is far too costly. Good intentions, ambition, and talent can all be rendered useless when buried under poor financial choices or one-sided legal agreements. He's either seen it happen to others, friends losing their homes, family members trapped in debt, or colleagues caught in exploitive contracts, or experienced the sting himself. These lessons reinforce a vital truth. Freedom can't survive without knowledge. That's why the Sigma male makes it a point to educate himself on the fundamentals. He doesn't need to be a certified accountant or lawyer, but he ensures he understands the basics: budgeting, credit, interest rates, taxes, investment principles, and the fine print in contracts. This allows him to detect warning signs early, steer clear of predatory deals, and know when it's time to bring in professional guidance. For him, financial and legal literacy isn't about hoarding wealth or power. It's about protecting autonomy, ensuring long-term stability, and never being trapped by someone else's terms. 7. Respect everyone, regardless of status. For the Sigma male, respect isn't transactional. It's a reflection of inner discipline and humility. He doesn't believe in measuring people by their titles, wealth, or social rank. Instead, he understands that a person's real worth is often hidden behind unglamorous roles and quiet contributions. That's why he says please to the server, makes eye contact with the janitor, and acknowledges the efforts of people many overlook. These small acts aren't performative. They are rooted in sincere appreciation for human dignity. He hasn't forgotten the people who once helped him in quiet, meaningful ways. A stranger's kind gesture when he had nothing, the cook who offered him a free meal, or the cleaner who stayed late so he could finish his work. These experiences taught him that character is best judged not by how someone treats those above them, but how they engage with those who offer them no material advantage. By treating everyone with respect, the Sigma male builds genuine goodwill. disarms arrogance, and keeps his own ego in check. To him, status is just a tool for navigation, not a license to look down on others. 8. Revisit your beliefs every 5 years. Beliefs shape perception, and perception guides action. Yet many people cling to outdated beliefs long after they've outlived their usefulness. The Sigma male refuses to let his mind become rigid or stale. He understands that personal evolution demands mental agility, so he makes it a conscious habit to revisit his beliefs every 5 years. Like a craftsman inspecting his tools, he examines his values, opinions, and assumptions, testing them against new experiences, challenging conversations, and fresh perspectives. This internal audit isn't about being trendy or easily swayed. It's about staying sharp, informed, and aligned with truth as it unfolds. Some beliefs survive the scrutiny, proven to be timeless and essential. Others, once taken as absolute, are found to be situational or even harmful and are let go. This process of thoughtful reevaluation prevents the creep of dogma and intellectual laziness. As a result, the Sigma male strikes a rare balance. He is deeply grounded in principles that matter, yet flexible enough to grow with the world around him. In a culture that often rewards blind loyalty to tradition or the impulsive adoption of trends, this kind of thoughtful adaptability is both rare and powerful. Final thoughts. Wisdom is earned, not given. The lessons shared here are not abstract ideas found in books or borrowed from motivational speeches. They are born from hard-won experience. The Sigma male speaks from a place of lived reality. His insights come with scars, his confidence forged in solitude, and his clarity sharpened through adversity. That's why he doesn't offer advice recklessly or seek followers. He shares only with those who are genuinely ready to listen, reflect, and grow. These principles are a roadmap, not a shortcut. They don't guarantee an easy life, but they promise a meaningful one. If you take these lessons to heart, you can bypass many of the traps you once fell into and build a life rooted in strength, discipline, and self-respect. But no one can walk that path for you. The wisdom is here. The action must be yours. The real question is, do you recognize yourself in these lessons? And if not, which one will you commit to mastering first? Do these ideas resonate with you? If you found yourself nodding along or reflecting deeply on the traits and experiences we explored in this video, I'd love to hear your thoughts. The Sigma male mindset isn't often talked about openly, and your perspective, whether you identify with it personally or have encountered it in others, adds valuable depth to the conversation. Drop a comment below and let me know which part hit home the most for you. Have you seen these traits in yourself or someone you know? Your insights help build a community where authenticity and growth are prioritized over popularity and performance. If you're drawn to this kind of introspective, no-nonsense content around Sigma males, psychological strength, emotional intelligence, and high-value living, there's more waiting for you. Explore the other videos on this channel for deeper dives, actionable insights, and raw truths that cut through the noise. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay sharp, stay grounded, and stay unapologetically real. Until next time.